Hello and welcome, my name is Kyle for the win and welcome to another Call of Duty Modern Warfare map guide video. In this video we are covering my personal favorite map in the game called Gunrunner. As you can see here, this is the map on the mini map here, and there is a route to the left, middle, and right of the map once again like usual with all of the maps that we've covered here that are 6v6 maps. And as I said, this is my favorite map in the game. I love how it flows, I love how it plays, and we're going to break down this map and show you guys the routes, the sight lines, everything like that. And one thing I'm going to start with before I forget is when it comes to this map, use any gun you want, and I mean that. You can snipe on this map, you can use an SMG, shotguns are extremely effective, also known as really annoying, and you can use an assault rifle on this map as well as LMG. So this is a map where you can use every gun, and I think that's why I enjoy it so much. So let's go ahead and start with the right side. Actually, we'll start with the middle of the map this time because we've covered each of the other sides, but let's talk about the middle of the map first. So this is the Allegiance spawn once again. I think I've spawned on the Allegiance side every single time I played this map. This is a building that is extremely this is basically your spawn point, and this map can be taken advantage of, so be really careful in this building. If you are being spawn trapped in TDM domination, whatever it might be, this is a dangerous spot to be in. This is a dangerous part of the map to be in because enemies like to hang out there. I like to hang out there, and it's just not a good spot to be in. If you are being spawn trapped on this map, it can actually turn into a really unfun map in my personal opinion, so be really careful if you're playing this map because you can get spawn trapped very, very easily on this map as well. So honestly, that's one of the negative parts about this map, but other than that, it plays amazingly. So this is actually where the A flag is in domination, so obviously you'll be here a lot of the time to capture A, but be careful because some enemies like to run and just head glitch on that little concrete wall, which I'll cover here in a minute. So just kill, if you're capturing A, you can capture A from this point right here, so just kill them. Honestly, if you have an assault rifle or even the AUG, what I have right now, which I made a class setup video on yesterday, you can easily take out an enemy there because they just like camping there and not really doing much. Now that we are here, this is not a spot I would recommend spending too much time in because you can get shot from the right and the left and the middle. So what I would do is, if you're right here, just completely sprint all the way through here, turn right, go up these stairs, and bam, you're in a good position. So this little room right here is extremely popular, and free-for-all, I know for a fact it's extremely popular because enemies like to hang out in here because it gives you access to a lot of spawn points where it's kind of a block to that spawn over there. So you can just sit here and get easy kills without even really doing much work, in all honesty. So very nice spot to be in if you're playing any mode, honestly, because if you're playing domination or TDM, you can run through here, take out enemies that are coming up that ramp, hanging out in that little building, hanging out to your right over there, and hanging out right there. So it's a nice little spot to be in to kind of take out enemies that are coming through the middle of the map, which does happen quite a bit. So this is also another door that you can open, so you can kind of come through here, run through this doorway, and end up in another map right here, which is really another building, sorry, which is really effective. So this building right here and this building right here are kind of the main buildings of the map. This is where a lot of people like to hang out because of the fact that it gives you access to a majority of the traffic on the map. So if you come in here, be really careful, and I mean really careful, because the odds are the second you open that door, there'll either be a claymore right there that'll blast you away, or there'll be a claymore there, or there'll be a claymore there. So be extremely careful if you're coming through this building. What I recommend doing is not just sprinting here like a madman, because you will get blown up. But what I recommend you do is you open the door and throw your flashbang in there and hide behind here, and then just run in here, take out those enemies, because I don't know for a fact, but I do think that flashbangs will delay a claymore. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I know in previous CODs that did happen, maybe not in this one. But if you do that, odds are you will get that kill. If it doesn't counter claymores, however, and you don't have EOD, go ahead and just throw your grenade in there, wait, and you'll probably kill that enemy. Also, if you do have EOD though, throw that flash, run here, just kill these camping people in this building, because odds are you will get hit by a flashbang if you're camping in here, no matter what you do. So again, I really recommend that you just throw throw your equipment in here, rain down hell on them, and get them out of this camping spot, because this is a really unfair spot to be in, because it just gives you access to so much. And if someone's camping in here, it just completely kills the flow of the map. Now, if you're coming down here, be careful, because there will be enemies that are over here, and this can give you a nice little line of sight on enemies that are coming through this way over by the train tracks, so you can kill enemies that are up there, over there, and up here. So it's a nice little spot to be in, but I wouldn't spend too much time down here, because people will catch on quickly, and you can get shot in the side super easily, and you can just get killed from over there as well. So a nice little spot to be in right here. This is another popular room. Be careful about claymores there and here, because again, people love to camp in this building. Don't know why they would want to camp in a disgusting little toilet, but they like to. So just be careful coming through here. Kill the enemies, throw your flashbangs, throw your explosives, take them out as well. So now that we're here, this is actually where the C objective is. Be really careful over here, because this kind of opens up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different ways to get shot. So be really careful here. Use this cover to your advantage. Use these train cars. Maybe mount on the train car here. Take out enemies that are there, over there as well. Just make sure you use your cover wisely. Using cover is really important in this game, as you guys well know. It's a dangerous map if you don't use your cover. So before I get over there, this is basically just the middle of the map right here. You can get access to enemies there, down there, and enemies over there that are trying to capture B. So this is a very popular spot, but I don't recommend that you run through this route right here, because this is a route where you will get shot from a lot. So what I recommend you do is, if you're trying to get over to this side of the map from the middle, from either this building here, or over on the right side of the left side of the map, which I will cover here in a minute, go through these train cars, go right on these train cars as cover. Maybe keep your sights up right here, kill enemies that are over there, continue running this way, and then take out enemies that are kind of hanging out over there. So just use the cover to your advantage if you're spawning over on C side, because if you don't, you'll probably get killed really easily. Again, this is the only route I don't recommend you run through. So now if we go back over here, now we're kind of jumping into the right side of the map / the middle of the map as well. So this building right here is definitely the most popular part of the map. Enemies like to hang out up here. So be careful if you're using this cover, though, that there will be enemies here that might just wait for you and kill you. So if you're over there, maybe mount on that train car, come through that little area, maybe mount on that, and take out the enemy that's camping up here, because it's a very nice overview of the people that are over there. So, but before I get actually too far into the right side of the map, let me cover over here. Because this is the C spawn point. So I know in free-for-all and TDM, enemies love hanging out in here. Be careful if you're coming through here. Enemies will camp up there, camp over there, camp above here, and it's just a nasty camping spot. So honestly, if you're playing TDM or you're playing free-for-all and enemies are camping in here, don't go into this building. Don't go into this building. You'll get frustrated. You'll want to rage quit, because enemies can just shoot you from so many different angles in here. I don't know why they like camping in here so much, but they do. So just don't even bother if there are enemies camping here. But again, this is just some more empty space back here. You can call it a kill streak. This is a spawn point for domination as well. I only know that because of an AC-130 that I had. And again, this is a nice little building right here. You can climb up here, climb on these porta potties, head up here, and now you can get some lines of sights down there, over there to that people camping up there, and that's pretty much it in all honesty. Again, watch out. If you're playing free-for-all, people like to camp up here and shoot you down there, so just be really careful as well. But this is an effective area to maybe have a sniper rifle, maybe have an AR, so you can take out enemies up there, down there. So this is a nice little overlook if you're being spawn trapped as well. Normally, what I do, this is kind of the base spawn if you are on the coalition side. This is where you start spawning, but there's also a spawn point which I showed you over there. So just be careful, use your cover to your advantage, and now we can go ahead and run over to the right side of the map and talk about that building really quick, because as I said, that is the most important part of the map. So let me just get over here really quickly. So now that we're here, be careful coming through here, because enemies can shoot you from those mine carts right there and take you out. So just be careful. Use your equipment. Just make sure that you make it not religious, but make sure that you just consistently think about, okay, I need to use my equipment here, I need to use my equipment here, because enemies love to camp in this game. So if you throw your flashbang here and there's someone camping in that corner, you easily take them out. If there's enemies over there by these fireplaces, which I will show you here in a minute, make sure that you just throw your throw your equipment, take out these enemies that love to camp here, and odds are that you'll enjoy this map a lot better. And another really effective spot is you can mount your gun right here, take out enemies that are coming over there from that spawn, take out enemies that are on that head glitch right there, and take out enemies that are on that head glitch right there. Super effective. And one thing I want you guys to know as well is you can't capture B from this point, so this is just kind of a defensive position to protect B from getting taken. So again, if you're coming through here, be careful as well, because enemies will be able to kill you from there and stuff like that. So just be careful over here. Now this is actually a really effective spot to capture B from. You can actually sit in this corner right here and capture B, which is really effective. You can also mount your gun and capture B as well, so you can take out enemies there and there. So really nice. But this is the highest trafficked area of the map. Watch out from your right and left as well, because enemies like sitting in that corner. Enemies like camping right here as well. But this is the main building on the map. And be really careful as well, because these can explode and these can explode. So if someone throws a grenade here and it's the beginning of the game, you will get destroyed, and it's super annoying. So honestly, what I recommend you do is just get rid of this. Like if I throw a grenade here, watch, it's just gonna be insane. Ready? Look at that. Look how many things just exploded there. Throw a grenade. Throw some explosive to get rid of these points where you'll get destroyed, because all of these little bottles will blow up. So just don't hang out here in the beginning of the game, because you will get a really annoying, really dumb death. Throw your grenade here. Do something to blow up all of these explosives here. So again, this is a really popular spot. Enemies will come from there, and they love rushing here. Sometimes they run with just like a chicken with their head cut off and don't even care. So if you're here, it's a really easy kill. If you're coming from here, make sure you turn left, come up here, and mount your gun, or you don't have to mount your gun necessarily, but just mounting is really effective in this game because it lowers the recoil of the weapons. You can just take out all the enemies that are camping up here, and then you can advance towards B. I don't recommend just running here and camping here from the beginning. Try and get to B as fast as you can if you're playing domination. TDM, definitely recommend doing this to the start of the game. So now that we have this little area covered, let's talk about this building here. Again, be really careful for claymores here. Be careful for claymores here, and be careful for claymores down here, because enemies, as I said, especially in TDM and kill confirmed, especially in TDM and free-for-all, enemies love to camp in here. It is so annoying. People love sitting behind the door right here, waiting for you to walk through to get an easy kill on you. Just be really careful. Again, like I said earlier, just use your equipment to your advantage. Just throw that in here, throw your grenade in here, take out those enemies that love to camp in here, and then you're just gonna have a better time, in all honesty, because it's just such a cheap spot to hang out it's just such a cheap spot. So this building is really popular. Enemies will love to run through here, especially in domination. Again, be careful about these little things, because they will explode, so be really careful about that. But as I said, enemies will love running here to try and get an access to B. And if you're coming from this way and you're spawning from over there on that side of the map, enemies love to run through here as well. This is kind of the main route that people love to run through on this map, so play careful when you're running through here. Watch out for claymores, watch out for people camping in corners, and the odds are that you'll succeed in this little area. Here is another little sneaky spot. Enemies, especially in free-for-all, I've come to see, enemies religiously camp in here. They love it so much. I don't know why, but they plant claymores on here, and they plant claymores back there, and just sit and wait, and it's so boring. Again, use your equipment to your advantage in this situation. Here is a nice little building as well. I don't think very many people know how effective of a building this is. If you're in this building, you can take out enemies that are over here on this little concrete wall. You can take out enemies down there, and you can even get flanks to enemies over here. I've done it many times. I've thrown a C4 on this wall, gotten a nice kill. It's a really nice building, actually, to kind of negate enemies from coming through here, especially if you're trying to defend B. Super key area. Actually, it's really effective. But I recommend having an assault rifle from here, because it's just dangerous if you don't. So again, this is a really nice building to get behind enemies and take them out as well. So that is all of the main buildings here on the map. Enemies will spend 90% of the time over here in either that building or this building and over there. So that's where most of the enemies will be. So if you're looking for action, those buildings is definitely the place to be. This over here is if I'm spawning from the Allegiance side, this is the right side of the map. If I am spawning from the coalition side, this is the left side of the map. This is a very nice little flanking route, in all honesty, because as I said, enemies love to camp in that building and those buildings over there, which means that odds are, pardon me, there's less enemies over here, so you can run through here pretty freely. Pardon me, in all honesty, if you're playing game modes like Domination, but if you're playing TDM, be careful coming through here, because enemies will love to be here. Now, I'm not sure if you can get over there, but I think you might be able to climb up on here. Climb up on here, and maybe run and mount. Yeah, you can. Wow, this is a sneaky little spot. So if you're playing a game mode like TDM or whatever it might be, you can actually kill enemies that are over there by that truck. So this is kind of a nice little effective spot. You can also run, jump up on here as well if I do it properly. But this kind of adds verticality to this area. Although, to be honest with you guys, I've maybe seen one enemy up there in all the times I've played this map, which is a lot because this was a beta map. So honestly, it's effective, but people don't spend a lot of time here. So again, you can just run here, maybe get some nice little kills over there, and maybe you can super sprint. Yeah, you can. So you can get up here and kill enemies down there, and they may not know where you are. So it may work a couple times, but then enemies will catch on pretty quickly. So don't recommend spending too much time up here because you can get shot from a lot of angles. But if you also come through here, this is a really nice spot for an assault rifle or an SMG, what I have, because enemies love booking it from that window right there to that doorway. So if you're here, bam, easy kill. Also, if you're here on by these trees, if you ever hear enemies in the woods, this is exactly where they're talking about. These are some lame woods, but they call them woods anyways. Again, really effective place to be with an assault rifle if your team is spawn trapping the enemies. This is actually where I got an AC-130 not too long ago. I was just taking out enemies that are coming from their spawn, playing a little bit defensive over here by these rocks. You can't mount your gun on these rocks, but they are very useful cover, because if I'm down here, I can't get shot from there. I can only get shot from these couple angles here. Again, if you have an assault rifle, you can easily take out enemies that are way over there by that little mine cart, take out enemies that are down there as well. And this is a really nice spot to be in as well if you are spawn trapping. If you're spawning from the Allegiance side, however, you can just start here, take this nice little route, run on this little trail. Again, I can't get shot from over there. I can only get shot from that window, and odds are they probably won't see you. Continue running, go through here, keep your sights up, and then take out enemies that are over there. But that is going to do it for my Gunrunner map guide. Not a lot to cover. Again, this was another almost 20-minute guide to the maps, but they're long. I apologize that they're so long, but these maps are very, very complex, and I'm combining so much into one video because, as I said in a lot of parts, enemies love, lots of people's problems with this game is the maps, and if I can help you guys understand these maps better and give you guys some tips on the maps, then that's basically what my goal is here with this. And you guys have shown an amazing support on this, so I love making this series, and this gives me nothing but more ideas for series like this in the future. But anyway, guys, if you have missed any of my other previous map guides, there's a full playlist at the end of the video for you guys to check out, as well as in the description. And I've covered pretty much every map in the game. I think I'm missing Ramazzow, Groznyj Raid, and I can't remember the other one. Arklov Peak, I think, is the last one I need to cover. So I'll cover all of those here in the next couple days. But if you guys have missed any of my other Modern Warfare videos besides these, make sure you guys go and check those out as well. And I will see you guys all in another Call of Duty Modern Warfare video very, very soon.